Okay, we're back. I broke it with pressing the key right next to my D key. If I press F, it kills the whole stream, or the whole recording, which is dumb, but we're back. The dog runs in ahead of you, tail wagging, so it's hard to make, or so hard it makes a loud thump when it slaps the wall. Glad to see you like it. This is enough excitement for one day. It's time to go sleep. Arf! Bed. Arf! I guess you're sleeping with me. You peel back the covers and slide into the bed. The dog is warm, sprawling mass above you, content to be pushed around as you make yourself comfortable. When you've settled into the sheets, it lays its head across your neck, warm metallic breath lulling you to sleep. You're dreaming again. You remember being worried about her. You remember waiting anxiously at the door. You remember how the apartment still smelt of her for weeks. The sweetness of her perfume lingering in the sheets. They don't smell like her anymore. Radio static. No. Stay. No. You can't do this again. If you don't think about it, it's like it never happened. Stay inside. Please. No. Okay, I'm up. Bark. That's certainly one way to be woken up. You can't complain though, not when it saved you from... Bark, bark! Right, you have a dog now, a very strange looking dog. But I love the dog, it's so adorable. You water the plant. Has it gotten bigger? It's not dead, maybe it means something. You make coffee just like every other morning. You cradle the cup in your hands, staring at the walls, the cage of your fingers around the cup until the liquid cools. Just like every other morning. But this time, something is different. The dog is here, looking more at home than you've ever felt. The coffee is cold, but you drink it anyway. Bitter only. Bark, bark! Bark, bark! You're lucky we don't have any neighbors. You get it water, and then fill a bowl with what's in the fridge, patience, sausages, and double toasted bread. You hope it's good enough. When you set it down, the dog lunges desperately towards the food. Munch, munch! It's eating so fast you barely see it chew. You better not throw that up. Well, you fed the dog, may as well feed yourself. You cook with whatever you can find, thankful for the electric stovetop. You eat from the pan, standing over the stove. No one's here to judge you. Bark! You've already fed the dog. What do they want? Bark, bark! Wine. What do you want to leave? Bark! Okay, you're the boss. It's easier to manage the terror that climbs up your spine when the dog is so happy to be outside. Where are we going? Bark! Hold your horses. This is where, because I've already played this. Bark! I've already played this. This is where his ball is. You get to play ball with the dog. You've never been up here. Arf! Oh, it's... You worried if you stare at it for too long, you might fall in. Bark! The dog stares at you, imploring, and for a moment its eyes flash violet. No, you're imagining things. It's just a dog. Throw the ball. Message received. Oh, ball! You can almost ignore the lilac glow when you're playing fetch. Forget for a moment that vast, overworldly thing stretching through the sky. The dog doesn't seem worried about it. Whoa! What time is it? Noon? Evening? Probably midday. At least one of them. Maybe even all of them. Whoa! I think that's enough for one day. Fine. We can come back tomorrow. Bark! Someone's in a rush. I can go back up. Okay. So, this is about to be the point where I don't... haven't played. Didn't take you long enough to figure out home. The dog looks proud of itself. Okay then. You're so tired. When was the last time your lungs have tasted fresh air? You can't remember. Bark! I'm sorry. I think that's all I've had for today. Wine. I guess this is my life now. You crawl under the covers. You still haven't washed them. Not since. The dog lays atop you, heavier than expected, seeing as its skin and bone. It cuddles into you, knife-long teeth, a whisper from your throat. You can feel its heartbeat through the blanket, the gentle expanding of its chest beneath your hand. You wish this was over. Stay inside. If you don't let them in, they can't get inside. Silence. No sound. No thought. You type in her... Girlfriend phone. I'll set her up a little better. You type in her number into your phone. You know it off by heart. The sound of the buttons are a familiar melody. Ring, ring. It rings out. You try again and again and again. Ring, ring. Nothing. Miles and miles of nothing. Maybe she's fine. You try to convince yourself. Don't let anyone in that isn't already inside. She has to be inside. Maybe already down the stairs. Just in time. Just in time. Bork, bork. Okay, I'm up. Bark! When you touch the soil, it's bone dry. It seems like it's always thirsty. A need so deep it couldn't be stalked by an ocean. You used to know something about need. Now, you won't let yourself remember what it means to need anything, let alone want it. First things first, coffee, you make it, hold the cup until the liquid cools. You look down at it, foreign, in your unfamiliar hands, you pour it down the sink. You win some, you lose some. Bark! Here you go. Munch, munch! You're slowly getting used to living with the dog. How long has it been? You can't remember. You should probably name them. What's your name? You can't keep calling them a dog after all. Bark! That's very helpful. How about Rex? Wine. Marble? Wine. Marble sink? Wine. Gas stove? Wine. Okay, shank. Bark! Lamb shank? Bark! Lamb shank, really? Bark! Alright. Oh no, my thing's in the way. Alright, you're the boss! The newly named Lamb Shank looks absurdly pleased with himself. Fine. And then I think there's... Bark! There's some stuff right over here that I want to read. You were a different person before this new existence. At least you think you were. You remember feeling more, not just often, but also deeply. The emotions had names, and you could easily place them in the way your mind and body vibrated in time with your heart. You can't name what you're feeling anymore, are unsure if you even are. A chasm yawns inside of you, slowly growing with each moment you spend in this in-between. You want to think of who you used to be, what you were outside of these walls, but there's nothing left to think about. It's been so long that the things you used to miss have become lost. You try to remember the shape of them, but over time, the image becomes softer and softer, washed away like regrets in the rain. But still, you try to picture the warmth of the world of her, even though each time it gets harder and harder, like chewing a sore in your mouth. The more addictive, the more it hurts. You've forgotten the way a storm smells, how the world breathes quietly after it's passed. There is nothing else but the inside of these walls and the monster bisecting every time zone, the power line of the world you used to love. You want more than anything to leave. You want more than anything to stay. You don't know which is better or which is worse. The doors have separate hitboxes. And then dog went this way. Bark! I disappear. Nothing has changed. The sky is there. Don't think about it. Ball. How long has it been since you've become stuck here? Ball. Someone could tell you it's been weeks, months, or years, and you'd believe them. It's not like you can see the sun anymore. Sometimes you forget what other people look like, the way their skin feels, how the muscles in their back shift when you hold them. Just the thought of touching someone makes your skin crawl. You feel claustrophobic and desperate at the same time. Prom. That's enough. Time to go back. Bark! Bark! There might be different endings to this game. You should eat something, but maybe you shouldn't. You only ate 5 minutes ago, right? Or was it 5 days? Do you think I should eat lamb shank? God, no. Bark! Okay, good call. You cook a meal of whatever you can find and eat it over the stovetop. Hello! I'm coming. You and Lamb Shank are used to this dance by now. You settle in together and drift to sleep. You'd do anything to wake up. But that isn't how this works. Don't look at the sky. The sky, what's wrong with the sky? What could have possibly happened to the sky? It's how. It hurts to look at, it's wrong. Not made for this world, but somehow captivating. All the same. But why? Maybe you're imagining things. You must be. This isn't real. This can't be real. A fever dream, surely. If you go back inside, the world will never return to normal. It has to. Or the world will return to normal, it has to. She'll come home and everything will be the way it always was.
Baby, today's the super moon. If you want moon water, you better make it tonight.
You want moon water?
I don't know. It's like good. So you should put like water in a jar and go put it outside.
I can do that.
And then you just like, you go collect it tomorrow morning.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that. Do I do it right now?
Yes.
Okay.
Or I'm doing it. Or I'm gonna pee and then I'm gonna do it.
Okay, well, don't throw it.
Lily made moon water and put it in her bong.
Dude, I'm gonna do that. I might throw out so much.
So you should get like a shit ton of moon water because it's good for watering your plants, for smoking weed, for drinking, for spiritual reason. If you're spiritual, moon water will do.
Dude.
I'm gonna take a piss and then I'm gonna.
Okay, can I just throw it? Would plastic gallons work to throw it in the
Probably, but make sure they're rinsed out.
Okay. I might just do it in glass jars. I'll figure it out.
Yeah, glass jars are where you should do.
Alright.
There.
Well, I'm gonna go do some moon water things. We'll have a part 3 later. Peace.
I do, but I can't put my